I want to say Majube. I mean Egun Majube Iba Egungun Kiki Egungun Fatmo Walafie Fatmo Iwapele Ren Kofi Paisai or Ara Kubin Kofi Paisai. Share my screen real quick and then we're gonna get it in.
Let's get it in.
Oh shoot, I'll stop sharing. All right, hold on. All right.
You're trying to sabotage my presentation now.
All right, good.
Superb and supreme picture of creation. When man becomes possessor of the knowledge of himself, he becomes master of his environment, the captain of his own ship, the director of his own destiny, the accomplisher of his own ends. Man should understand himself because man is full of knowledge, and this knowledge is a gift of nature. When Mother Nature created man, she deprived him of nothing. He was given the faculty of understanding all things around him. His faculty for understanding has not been taken away from him. None of his senses have been taken away from him. So there is no excuse for the black man.
Raising my team, green, black and green, queen, the king, salute, now scream, I say, bring forth another hit, I say. I'm raising my team, red, black and green, queen, the king, salute, now scream, I say, bring forth another hit, I say. Five from a different, I say.
All right, before we get started, I want to read a Hotel Dino Soup. And brother Garfield mentioned Byron Shango earlier when he was live doing his show this morning. So he been on my mind since brother Garfield mentioned it's a Shango Musa, it's a Shango Musa Byron Shango. So I wanted to do a Hotel Dino Soup to him. He's a scholar. He's an author of many books. I have referenced him a few times on Dr. Oya Ma'at's show. The book African People and the European Holidays is a mental genocide, part one and part two book, as well as the African Woman, the original guardian angel. So those are the few books that I have read by Barry Shango. He has a few other books. He has a few videos on YouTube channel. If you're not familiar with this late great ancestor and his works, check him out on YouTube as well as Amazon.com or any other bookstore for his books. At the top, we have the Sesh. In the middle, we have the transliteration. And at the bottom, we have the translation. So the transliteration reads Hotel di Nasut Busir Neb Jadu Netcher A Neb Adu DF Per Correct In Hinket Ka Apet Sesh Minhet Nebet Neferet Wabet Anket Netcher M N Ka E N Imaku Makaru. The translation. An offering in which the king gives, Wusir, Lord of Jadu, the great deity, Lord of Obitus, that he may give a voice offering of calf, filin, linen, alabaster, and all that is good and pure things in which a deity lives, to the revered ones, the ancestor, or Issa Shango, Musa, Bara Shango, justified or true voice. So this is my offering to brother Issa Shango, Musa, Bara Shango. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. We'll come back to that other stuff later on. Hold on. Shoot. All right. Stop presenting. All right, Jehuda, I'm gonna put it on, lock it on your screen. You can share your screen now. Family, please like and share the video.
Who you said?
I'm so used to Sean being out here with me. I don't know where you at, Sean. Anyway, but yeah, you can go ahead.
You said Jehudi. You said Jehudi.
Oh,
shout out to the brother Jehudi.
Yeah, shout out to brother Jehudi, Bach Ma'at, and Jehudi Ma'at.
What you say though? You was about to do what now?
You can go ahead and share your screen. I'll tell you can share your screen.
Okay. Kofi, you got to be a good host. You got to introduce me and all that.
All right, I gotta be a good host. All right, I can't even comment for some reason. I can't even comment on my chat, man. But peace to the folks in the chat. I see y'all in the chat. I can't comment, but peace to everybody in the chat. I see brother Robert Rand, my brother Baasa Gullah. I know I pronounced your name wrong. The Judy Baak Mahak. Peace to the sister Overstand Daily. Common side effect best. That's all I see in the chat, but we got 12 watching right. We're 13 watching right now. Please like and share the show. I got my brother from the Seshew, my Ani Medew group. He is a member of that group as well as I. We are, but we belong to that group of like-minded individuals that is studying the language, which is the writing script. I mean, studying the language, which is the running Kemet, and the writing script, which is called the Seshew Medew. This is my brother, my Sin-E, Setepenre, Meri. Is that good enough for you, my brother?
Yeah, that was good right there. That's what I need.
I'm gonna mute my mic, man, and
let me know if you can see my screen though.
Yeah, I can see your screen, and we can see it. I'm looking on the other device. You good to go?
All right. Peace, family. It's Setepenre Meri, as he stated. I'll be going over doing a little presentation over the Battle of Kadesh. Now, how this presentation came about, I was watching Sean and Kofi go in. Y'all know they go in. And I told him I was going to do one, but I didn't know what I was going to do. So Sean just posted this picture right here. And I was like, well, maybe I could do one on the Battle of Kadesh. This is a scene from that. So here we go. Let's dig into the battlefield first. Okay. The Battle of Kadesh was fought just outside of Kadesh on the river of Orontes, a river that today flows through Turkey into Lebanon and Syria. Kadesh is found in present-day Syria. And where you see the blue at, that's the Hittite Empire, and they called it the land of Hatti. And you see the red right there, that's the Egyptian where they ruled at. And you see where the split is right there by Kadesh. Now this area right here, which they call the Levant nowadays, it's a very strategic area when it comes to battle and when it comes to trade. So when you're doing trade, if you want to get something from Africa to Europe, you got to go through that. It wasn't a lot of boats back then. They did have boats, but you know, a lot of people travel by foot or by cart, wagon, whatever. So, you know, this is a strategic area to want to hold and have control over. Now, we'll be getting into the generals of the battlefield. Ramesses II, third king of the 19th dynasty, circa 1279, 1213 BCE. Ramesses, hold on. I can't hide that. Okay, Ramesses had the second longest reign recorded in Egyptian history. He is known as one of the warrior pharaohs and the great builder. It's also said that later pharaohs call him the great ancestor, referred to him as the great ancestor. I can't really see down there. I don't know how to hide that, but
what you trying to hide?
You say Google is sharing your screen with the hangout.google.com, but I can't use my cursor right now, so I don't know if that's supposed to stay there or what. But it's all right though.
I don't see nothing, Satep.
Well, it's on my screen, but it's all right though. I'll be all right. I wrote it down, so I should know what I'm saying. All right. So this is the Egyptian general, which is the king of the 19th dynasty. Now we'll go into the Hittite ruler at the time. The Hittite ruler is his name goes by Muwatallis II, Hittite king during the New Kingdom, circa 1320 to 1294. And this is a relief of Muwatallis right here in the Istanbul Museum. Okay, Hittite history leading up to the battle. The Hittites of Anatolia had been growing in power since the second millennium BCE until around 1530 BCE. They replaced Babylonia as a kingdom of note and began testing the strength of their neighboring country, Egypt. Okay, so the Hittites, you know, they started growing, and then after they started growing, you know, they had to test the borders to see how far they can get, how far they can go. And you know, Egypt is one of them powers at the time to where, you know, they want to see if they can either push Egypt back to gain control of the area, or they either gonna get taken over. So we're gonna see. Now here's a little history of the pharaohs leading up to the battle, because like I said, that's a strategic area. So, you know, it's pharaohs that was fought battles in that area, and as the Hittites was growing into power, you know, they had to run into a couple pharaohs before they even seen Ramesses II. So we'll take a couple steps back just to go a couple steps forward. So as the Hittites grew in power, letters of intent were sent to Pharaoh Akhenaten of the 18th dynasty, but he failed to take notice of the Hittite activity along the border. Now, when Akhenaten was in power, we know about the Armana letters and all that stuff, but we also know Akhenaten was more focused on the monotheistic religion. He really wasn't a warrior pharaoh. You know, he was more into the politics of the time. So the Hittites kind of grew in power, and they were sending him notes and letters, but he really didn't pay it no mind. And I have three pictures on the side, on the right-hand side. And the first one is Akhenaten. The second picture is of Horemheb, the last pharaoh of the 18th dynasty. He initiated a more aggressive policy against the Hittites and secured the borders, but never resolved the problem of Hittite incursion. Now, Horemheb was right before which didn't rule long, and Tutankhamun. So he was aware of the Hittites when Akhenaten was in power, you know. So he already knew what time it was when they was doing what they was doing. But you know, Akhenaten, the ruler at the time, and he wasn't really worried about it. So once Horemheb became ruler at the time, he went to go see about him. So let's see, Seti the First. Now Seti the First is father of Ramesses II. He secured Palestine and Kadesh for Egypt, but was content with victory. He made no provisions to hold the city. Now, when it comes to Seti, you know, he went up there and he held it down. You know, I'm gonna be quite frank, he held it down, but he didn't leave he was just content with the win. He didn't want to put no patrols up there. He didn't want to hold the border. He just was content with the victory. Came back home, wrote it over the walls, you know, just to build his legacy up. So he really didn't put his foot down up there, but he did get the win. So let's see what we got. All right, so now we're going into battle. So now we got Ramesses in power. So in the 4th year of Ramesses II's reign, he assembled his forces at Per-Ramesses, 20,000 strong. Ramesses divided his army into 4 branches. The first branch is the Amun division. Second is the Ra division. Third, Ptah division. And the 4th is the Satuk division. Historians state the army consisted of volunteers who were highly motivated to fight. Each charioteer paid for his own chariot and weapons. So it's safe to say that the chariot consisted of the richest members of society. The poorer citizens were foot soldiers. Now we know that if you got money, you know, you're gonna set yourself up straight. So you know, the people with money, they had the chariots, and you know, and the foot soldiers, they were the poor citizens, but everybody was going to be compensated with the spoils of victory. So, you know, you didn't go into war and you weren't going to get compensated for it, or you didn't have no motivation to fight the war, you know. So the people that fought in the war, they did get compensated when they got back to the country. And it's also stated, I didn't put this in here, that the soldiers in the army was looked more highly upon than the priests and the scholars of Egypt. Now, I don't know how accurate that is. That's just what I read. So I kind of left that out, but I just, you know, wanted to say that maybe somebody could look into that if they want to do a little bit more further research. Now, on the Hittite side, going into battle, it said that Muad'Dib possessed around 50,000 men, mostly mostly infantry, with about 4,000 of them being chariots. Other scholars say it was less. Now, I got this little side note down here. Due to the lack of Hittite writing, much of the information comes from Egyptian writings and Sumerian texts. Now, when it comes to finding out about this battle, one thing I noticed that it's not a lot of Hittite writing, if there's any. I really didn't find any. I found a little bit, but most of the information comes from Egyptian sources, which we'll get into a little later. But you know, if you go into battle with somebody and you coming back to your home, you're gonna pump the numbers up. So a lot of the scholars, we don't know if it was 50,000, if it was 30,000. It's a lot of speculation on it. All we can go on is what the Egyptians told us. So, you know, they gonna pump the numbers up. You know, we love Egypt, but at the same time, we definitely want to be fair and want to be honest. So, and my stuff, I don't believe it was that many, man. Because if you got 20 and I got 50, we gonna smash you flat out. So let's go to the battle. Now, this is a little video I got for y'all. I'm trying to be on the level with Kofi and Sean, so I had to throw a little video in here. But this right here is a depiction of the Hittite army, and one of the things about the Hittite army is their chariots were a lot more bigger, a lot heavier duty than the Egyptians were. So they could fit 3 men on their chariot versus the Egyptians, which had a lighter chariot. And I think Kofi may have done a presentation on the chariots, if I'm not mistaken. But the Egyptians, theirs were a lot lighter, so they could only hold 2 men. Now,
No,
you didn't do it, Kofi?
No, you know, I talked about doing it. You know, we discussed the where they think the chariots came from, and the older chariots, the new chariots, and certain. I might end up doing something on it now that you speak on it. I mean, I did something on it. I don't even know what I did with the presentation because I was gonna do something on the hexos, and that it had that information with the chariots and stuff on there. Man, I might have to find that presentation. I think it's on my old laptop.
Okay, so yeah, just just before we get in the video, the chariots of the Hittites, you know, like I said, they were built a lot stronger, and they could hold 3 men. You know, one like right here, one to steer the troop or one to steer the horses. Another man would have a bow. Another man would have a spear. So let's get into the video, and this is a video of the battle. It's not a live video of the battle, but it's a rendition of the battle. So let's go.
Ramses II started his march towards Kadesh with just his guard and the Ammon division, as he was not expecting the Hittite army to be nearby. Along the way, 2 Bedouins were captured, and they told Ramses II that Mu'tali's forces were 200 kilometers away, near Aleppo, and that they would not be able to help the city of Kadesh. Ramses ordered his troops to set up camp to the west of the Orontes River in the Buka Valley. Thankfully for him, more captives ended up being questioned and made a different claim, that the Hittites were nearby, on the other side of the river, and they were waiting for Ramses to besiege Kadesh so they could attack him from behind. Ramses sent a messenger to all his divisions with an order to march towards the camp. The Raw division was the closest and tried to implement the plan, but it was attacked near the settlement of Shaptuna by at least 2,000 Hittite chariots, which crossed the Orontes to the south of Kadesh. The Egyptians were not prepared. They failed to move into formation, and their marching column was shattered by the chariots. The division retreated in disorder, and the Hittites turned to the north. Some Egyptian chariots reached the camp with a tale of their dishonor, but it was too late. The Ammon division set most of the fortifications on the eastern part of the camp, as the attack was expected from this side. The chariots attacked from the west and easily entered the camp. It is said that some Hittites were so sure of victory that they started to plunder the camp, and their chariots were now heavy from the loot. Ramses sent his guard forward to hold the breach, and some of the warriors from the Raw division finally reached the camp to join the defense. The pharaoh himself used the eastern gate to move out of the camp along with all the chariots he had. This group moved to the north and then to the west and ended up behind the Hittite chariots, who only now realized that they were surrounded. skirmishing Egyptians could not hold the Hittite chariots, who found a way to break the envelopment. But as the Hittite chariots were now heavier and their horses were tired, they were unable to escape Ramses, who chased them, and most of the Hittite charioteers were killed. Muwatalli saw the developing situation and sent his 20,000 strong infantry and 1,000 chariots forward across the river to attack the enemy camp from the east. As Egyptian chariots were away from the camp, this attack could have been decisive. Indeed, initially the attack seemed to have been succeeding. However, the Nereid division, which was operating in Amaru, also received the order to move double time and managed to strike Muwatalli's forces from the north. It is said that the chariots of the Ta division and Ramses also took part in the counterattack and smashed into the enemy from the south. The Hittites were encircled, and their retreat had no semblance of order. The survivors were pinned to the Orontes River, and the majority of the Hittite army perished. Ramses failed to take Kadesh. The peace treaty was signed in 1258. And even though this pharaoh was later known as Ramses the Great, during his reign, most of the lands in Asia were lost.
Okay. I hope y'all like that little video. I ain't like what he said at the end though, because that little part, I didn't find that to where he lost the battle and all that. But let's see. The battle according to the Egyptian sources. Okay. Now we have the poems of Pentar, which is on the walls, and we got the Ramesside inscriptions. And I put down here, you can find the Ramesside inscriptions in Kenneth A. Kitchen's Volume 2, and it's in the beginning of the book. The only thing about that is you have to know how to read the text, because he actually literally just went there and drew each glyph hand by hand, or not hand by hand, but glyph by glyph. So he drew them down. So you have to be able to read the text to see the Ramesside inscriptions. But he did a great job on that too. And he got 6 volumes of the Ramesside inscriptions or whatever. But the one specifically talking about Kadesh is in Volume 2. And then we have reliefs in Abydos, we have reliefs in Luxor, we have reliefs in Karnak, and we have reliefs in Abu Simbel, which we know, like I stated earlier, Ramesses was known as the great builder. So he built at all these sites. So if you want to look up, you know, Abydos, Luxor, Karnak, and Abu Simbel, you can find the Egyptian sources of this battle. And that's where we get a lot of our sources. But basically, that's how we know what happened, is through the Egyptian sources at these locations. So let's see what we got. The battle according to Hittite sources. References to the event when it comes to Hittite sources are very few due to the lack of Hittite writing, which I stated earlier. Although there is one contemporary source, a vow on the eve of battle from Hittales, general of Muwatallis, to the gods. And Hittales states, as far as the company that His Majesty is going on is concerned, if you, O gods, march ahead of me, and I will conquer Amaru, which I believe they called Kadesh back in the day. Either I will conquer it by armed force, or it will make peace with me. So this is one of the only contemporary facts that we have from Hittite sources. Like I said, it's very few, and it took me a while to find this, but I found it. And the text goes on, but where you see where I got the brackets and the dots in there, it was broke off. So the text got broke off right there. So most of this battle, like I said, comes from Egyptian sources. Now, after the battle, there was a treaty, and this is the treaty over here, and it's written in cuneiform. And that's at the Istanbul Museum as well. So the Treaty of Kadesh. The Treaty of Kadesh was not the only world's hold on. The Treaty of Kadesh okay. First peace treaty, but also first time on record that such a stipulation was made in any kind of treaty. The much earlier Treaty of Mesopotamia in 2550 BCE, often cited today as the world's first peace treaty and known as the Treaty of Mesalam, is not actually a peace treaty, but rather a treaty of delimitation which marks borders or boundaries instead of agreeing on terms for peace between nations. The Treaty of Kadesh is recognized as the world's first actual peace treaty and set to the stage for relations between the Egyptians and the Hittites. So basically what this is saying is, you know, it was a treaty in Mesopotamia earlier, but it wasn't actually the same kind of it wasn't a peace treaty. You know, they just basically marked the borders and the boundaries, saying you stay here, I stay here, and that's how we're gonna do this. But Kadesh was actually a peace treaty where it's like, okay, we're gonna be peaceful, we're gonna work together. And Ramesses actually married I believe like 2 Hittite queens, if I'm not mistaken. And there's also letters where his queen Nefertiti sent to the Hittite queen as well when I was doing my research. So after this battle, you know, they kept in contact, and they did, you know, Ramesses did marry Hittite women and had kids by them, you know, to keep the peace. And they did do a lot of trading as well, because I believe they said that the Egyptians really like that cedar wood, because, you know, it's really no wood in Egypt at the time. So, you know, they did a lot of trading with the northern states or whatever. So let's see. In summary, this battle was fought over the strategic area near Kadesh. This location has seen many wars throughout history. It is a major trading location from modern-day North Africa to Europe and Asia. Whoever controls this area controls the trade of goods coming in and out. And like I said, this area has, I think they fighting a war right now in Israel. So, you know, this is a strategic area. It's a strategic land bridge between North Africa, Europe, and Asia. So it's very important who controls that area, especially in earlier times. And here's a map of it right here, and that's where they got the land of Hatti, and, you know, the Hittites, they ruled all that area up front. You know, you got the land of Kadesh down there, and you have Egypt down at the bottom left-hand corner. So there's no way to get to Hatti without going through that area unless you on a boat. Not a lot of people had boats, so, you know, everybody had their horses or donkeys or whatever they had to travel, and that's how they moved their goods. So here's my bibliography. Here's all my sources right here, and I'll leave this up here for a couple seconds. These are all the sources that I use for my YouTube video, to articles that I read, documentaries that I watched to get the information on this battle. If anybody want to look up anything or see what I seen. Okay. My second slide, I want to make a dedication. I want to dedicate this particular presentation to the brother Kofi and the brother Sean. I ain't being politically correct either. I've been, like I said earlier, I was watching them do their presentations, and, you know, they've been doing such a good job. They've been putting in work, and they've been more of anything, they've been consistent. You know, consistency is key. So I want to dedicate this to them. And Sean helped me out. Sean and Kofi both helped me out on this presentation. So this ain't something I did alone. They helped me. Like the video that y'all seen, I wouldn't have had that in there if it wasn't for Sean and Kofi, because they showed me how to do it. You know, I'm trying to make my presentation look as good as theirs, and they helped me do that. So, you know, I definitely wanted to dedicate a slide to these two brothers who got me out of my shell. So let's see what we got next. All right, so my next presentation, because I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging, I'm gonna do another one. Coming soon, I'm gonna do a brief summary into the Valley of the Kings. Now, I've been doing a little research on this, so this brief summary may become a detailed summary on it, because it's a lot going on, and it's actually the Valley of the Kings and the Queens. So it's queens in there too. I'm gonna add the queens in there for the ladies. You know, the ladies want to see that they was royalty as well, and the kings did build tombs for their queens. So, you know, we're gonna do that. And then soon to come, I'm gonna do a presentation on the warrior pharaohs of Kemet. all the warrior pharaohs. I'm gonna do a nice little presentation on them, and I just threw a couple little slides of the pharaohs with the warrior crowns in here. That's the warrior crown right there. So with that being said, family, that's what I got for y'all, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all learned something, and if y'all got any questions, let me know. We can figure it out. And I want to say I ain't no teacher at all. I'm a student. I basically look at this like, you know, I got assigned a presentation and I'm presenting it in front of the class. I consider y'all the class. I'm a part of the class. I'm just presenting this information to y'all. So, you know, we can critique each other. So if y'all find something in here that I may have missed, I may have left out, please let me know, you know, and then we can address it, go over it. And like I say, teams win. So with that being said, Kofi, that's what I got for this one.
No doubt. That was a pretty good presentation. If y'all got any questions from my brother Setepenre, put them in the chat. And I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Hold on. Let me put it on here. 1 second. Well, I meant to put that on there. Maybe say that before we even got started. But here's some more upcoming events. That's presentations that's going to be on the Kofi Paisa TV for the next. I want to try to do for the next month or two. Try to be consistent every Sunday, a few hours after the Masi Warrior Clan, where we come back and we present some more information on Sunday. So. Setepenre, he did the Battle of Kadesh presentation tonight, which we all just got through looking at, which was a great presentation. To start off, my brother got his feet wet, and y'all gonna be seeing him more. Now, next Sunday, same time, you got brother NERH Sean Calfani. He's going to be presenting his presentation here called The Understanding the Myths from an African Perspective. What are myths? So that's going to be a great presentation. I had the pleasure of looking at some of it already as he was working on it. So that's going to be a good presentation. So tune in next week to the Kofi Paisa TV channel to check out that presentation from my brother as well. And then the Sunday after that, also on Kofi Paisa TV, right after Masi Warrior Clan, for a few hours after Masi Warrior Clan, I'll be doing my presentation called Africa's Hair Presentation. And I'll be going in depth about the different hairstyles you can see here on the cover here that I made with a few different hairstyles here. So I'll be talking about the different hairstyles, the textures, what they mean by different tribes, and so forth, which will be a great presentation as well. And following after that presentation, I don't have it up here, but I have another collage up here in another day or two. My brother that's in the chat, Jehudi Bach, my aunt that goes by T'Challa, he will be doing a presentation. I don't know what the name of it is right now, but he's figuring it out. So he'll be following right after me. So we're gonna and then we're gonna have Brother Satep come back with another presentation, and hopefully we'll have my brother Sean that can grace us with another little small presentation as well. And I'm gonna try to get a few more other people that I respect or that has not came out that I feel like have talent to showcase their talent on my platform for the next 2 weeks. Be looking for a presentation every Sunday from the Kofi Paisa TV channel, because I've been neglecting my channel a little bit because I've been trying to do my part as a member of the Masi Warrior Clan. So I've been kind of going pretty hard on that channel. So please subscribe to that channel and be looking for my presentation next week coming soon, which will be next week on the Masi Warrior Clan channel, following right after the Dagger Squad show. I will be doing my presentation called The Caribbean People Greetings as a Definition of Being. So I hope I don't bore y'all with that presentation. That presentation is going to be again about um, your being. You know what I'm saying? The Corey B people, um, they acknowledge your being. Your being was very important to the Caribbean people, or your existence was very important to their community, to their tribe. So they did certain types of greetings. They did all types of greetings. So we'll be going into those different types of greetings that they did for us. They had a time greeting for us, the time. They had a greeting for the gender, whether it was male or female, or whether it was a king or a chief. It was a certain greeting. They had a greeting for a certain age. They had a greeting for one person. One person may be young, who may be greeting another older person. In-laws, they had a greeting, certain saying. So I think that'll be a great presentation for y'all. So be on the lookout next Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after the Dagger Squad show. And and then following that, Sean, I didn't put it up here, but Sean has his twins video, which I'll let him speak in a minute. He can speak about his presentation, and then following after that Sunday, I'll come back with the Tanzania and Mozambique Makande people, master carvers and slave resistant tribes. So I'll come back with that presentation as well, which will be on the Mossy Warrior Clan. So just look, so family, just look for the next few weeks. We're gonna be beating you in the head with this information on the Mossy Warrior Clan, and then a few hours after the Mossy Warrior Clan on the Kofi Paisai TV. And anybody else that has some work that they want to do something, my platform is offered to them. Because again, Kofi Paisai TV is just not for my presentations; it's for everybody else that want to present some information. Long as it ain't pseudo, all pseudos, please stay away from the channel. So so please subscribe to the Seshew Ma'ani Meta Netcher, which is I am a member. My brother Setepenre, who just got through presenting that great presentation that he did on the Battle of Kadesh, as well as Sean, who's on the panel as well. We are members of the Seshew Ma'ani Meta Netcher. So please go subscribe to that channel. We have a lot of content on that channel. So please go and subscribe. Please, if you haven't subscribed to the Kofi Paisai TV, please subscribe to the channel. It's a channel that takes the black man, the black woman, and black child Eurocentric mind and Africanize it. Is also the African Netflix. So if you want to do something, learn something with your family and your girl and Netflix and chill, well, African Netflix and chill. This is the channel for you. Also subscribe to the Mossy Warrior Clan channel if you hadn't subscribed to that. Please subscribe to that channel because we got more presentations that are coming from me, Sean, Brother Ben, and a few other Mossy Warrior members as well. So thanks for supporting us. Also, go to our seshmetanetter.com channel. I mean, not channel, but website. We have a lot of resources. If you become a member, you can download certain books that we have on the book. I mean, on the website. And I may demonstrate it in a few minutes. Also, you can get the books that we already have published off of the website here. Articles on the website is also here. Also, transliterations from different projects from different members of the Seshew have did is also on here. If you want to look at some of the translations that we have, they are also up here as well. The course information is also up here as well. If you want to, or if you're serious in inquiring about the learning the Seshew Meta. Also we talked about that. We talked about Saber University. Also go to Saber University. That's our Saber Wujao website that he has up. He's doing in the style of dang, what's the name of the website, man? I done took a bunch of classes on that website to Corsica. Yeah, on Corsica. So it's set up like Corsica. Sean talked about it earlier, doing our Monster Warrior clan program, where where he talked about different scholars that's going to be in it for his sister Oyama Ott is going to be doing something with math on there. Um, Sable's going to be doing something on there for us with the language and the writing script. Brother Ben is going to do something. Maybe have a class on African spirituality or something in that fashion. Brother Uncle Ket is going to be doing something on there as well. As well, a few other people I may be miss. Saw is going to be doing something on there as well. I'm going to be doing something on there as well, putting up information on there. So if you want to put something or want to, also he's going to have it set up where if you want to charge for the classes for your courses, you'll be able to charge for the courses for the class. So you um just log on to the website where you can get more information and where you can actually link up with with Saber Wujao, and he can, I guess, do what he need to do in order for you to get on Corsica. But it's going to be the same thing as well as like I said on mine. All pseudos stay away. All pseudos stay away. So please go and check out both of those channel. And I'll show something real quick before we get off here, and I'll let Sean speak. Hold on one second. Let me see here. Let me put something in here. I'm gonna go to the website real quick. Can y'all see the website up there? I done changed from off my screen sharing. Let me know if y'all can see that. Setep or Sean. Okay. All right. Just real quick on the what's now, I'm just gonna show y'all some of what I was talking about. Well, you can go if you want any type of. Let's go to the apparel. I don't know what the apparel may have on here. Let me see. Okay. So if you want any type of apparel, you can go to our website. You got the men's Scribal Institution shirt.
Pause it right there, Kofi. All right, right there where you are on the Scribal Institution. People have been asking where could they get this shirt at. The shirt is actually, the quicker link is right here on our website. So go ahead, Kofi.
Oh yeah. So like I said, this is the quickest link here. Just go into our website here. Here's another shirt. You know, a pair of men on a suit bitty. Nice shirt. Here is a woman's shirt. Right here for the women, the him in the suit, which means royal wife or the wife of the queen. I mean, wife of the king. Here, this I'm not gonna show all of it, but I'm just trying to show y'all what's all on the website. Here's another one. He has other things where you can inbox him, and he has other shirts on here as well. But that's something. Then we have published work. If you want to get the book, especially those that may be expiring to take a class and learn the Setepenre Netter, Saber also offer a textbook for the class. And this is you can go right here and get the book. You don't even have to go to Amazon.com, but this is the textbook, A Beginner's Introduction to the Netcher, Ancient Egyptian Hieroglyphs. So this is the book. Here, let me see. It's $29.95. It's not that expensive for the book. I don't know how much the classes are now. How much he's charging for the classes now. So if you're interested, you can go to the website here, or you can inbox me, Sean, or Setepenre, or you can direct Wujao or any other Seshew Metanetter, Seshew Ma'ani Metanetter, brother or sister, if you're interested in the class. We also have the Seshew Metanetter alphabet cards if you want to learn the alphabet, the monoliterals. We only are offering the monoliteral cards right now. They're only $15. Also the textbook here, which came out of 2016 that we wrote collectively for the whatever, I can't even remember the name of the debate that took place in New York City with those two individuals that I'm not going to even name. But has the Egyptian hieroglyph writing system been deciphered? A rebuttal to Walter Williams. This is a great and powerful book. You know what I'm saying? You can learn what this decipherment is. You can learn more about the transliteration. You can learn more about what is translations, and a whole lot of other stuff. You learn more about not only just the Rosetta Stone. We talk about other different things. We talk about other scholars that actually was instrumental in deciphering the Seshew Medew. So if you don't have that book, it's a powerful book. It's only $19.95, so you can get the book off of here. Also, our sister Emiket, Sinet Emiket, has the simplified Seshew Medew penmanship book. So also check that book out, or you can get the kit. We have a kit here where you can get all three books. The beginner's kit, pick any two with free shipping, or pick all three for $71.85, or just two with the free shipping for $59.90, which is some great prices for all three for $71. We go spend $150 to $250 on a pair of shoes that we won't even have next year. But this is something to, you know, invest in your mind, So these books are very cheap to get, And again, if you're interested in the class, you can inbox me, Setepenre, Sean, or any member of the Session Meta or inbox Wujao directly. I'm just showing a few of the things on here. Also, if you log in, you become a member. We have books on here. I think it's like $5. Uh, $5 for I think $5 a month. Let me see. I might have logged in the wrong thing. Let's see. Digital library. Let's go. I might be in the pure Netcher. Hold on. Let me see. Before I go to that, it's got to be the digital library. Okay, here it is. Pure Majet. The House of Book. That's what that means. Or digital library house. Pure Majet is book. So here are some of the books that you can download. It's more books if once you actually sign in, and I think it's like a $5 a month fee. If you want, you can just sign up, and look at certain things on here. But if you want downloads, I think it's $5 a month, $10 a month or something, and then you'll have more access to more books that you're able to download, which is a good thing. That you can download a book, books for free off of here. So this is the House of the Library here. Just only have a few books on here. So that's a good $5 a month. Premium membership, $5 a month. Premium members are a site of you will have complete access and articles, videos, and pictures related to the language and the culture, ancient Egyptian general, plus access to all premium content such as digital library and more. Keep in touch with the latest sites, announcement, publication via emails, and be sure to subscribe for newsletters. So that's a great function to have.
Let me plug Jehudi real quick. Jehudi Ma'at, because he got some merchandise and stuff too. Mm-hmm. People need to be hit too.
Right.
I got a piece.
Yeah, I got it. Go ahead.
Share my screen.
Hold on. Let me lock it on you. Hold on. Let me go back. I have a few pieces too. Let me see. All right. Hold on. Did I lock it on you? Okay. Hold on, man. Let me stop sharing my screen real quick. Okay.
Yeah, this our brother Jehudi Ma'at right here. He in the Seshew as well. So
yeah, he in the chat.
Yeah, this his piece. He did that. He's gonna go to his Facebook page. He did all this right here. No. Holla at Jehudi, man. You need your pieces. Doing it right. Facebook page looking nice. He even plugging Kofi on here. Yeah, man, y'all need to. I said he even plugging you on here. I just went to his photos. It's a photo.
Oh,
It's a picture of you.
no doubt, no doubt. Appreciate that.
Yeah, man. So y'all holla at Jehudi, add him. If you need your piece, get it from Jehudi right here.
All right. I'm actually gonna show a few pieces I got from him already that I done rocked.
Yeah, so I just wanted to show that since we were showing some merchandise.
Yeah, here go one of the pieces I got right here. He made for me with the gold, the black and gold beads. Here's another piece because I'm always wearing out. If you see me out, I always have red, black, and green on no matter where I go. So I had to get a piece. So here's another piece. If y'all can see it pretty good. You see my light. So it's with the red and black beads. Brother Jehudi did this one. And I got the monster piece I got from him. You know what I'm saying? The monster piece here. So he did this and here for me too. So the brother is very talented. He's also a member of the Seshew Medew group. So please go and support him as well. But that's all. I just wanted to show the website with what we offering on the website and certain things like that. Saying Sean, you got something else? You got something before we get jump off here?
Well, after that long soliloquy, nah, man, I do want to say something though, for real, all seriousness though. So man, I appreciate you taking your time out to work on the presentation. And I know this is your first one, and you got 3 more in the holster. So I look forward to, the rest of the presentations and watching you, become more comfortable with presenting your information and critiquing yourself first of all, and just kind of, doing what you think is more comfortable to you. The lane that you're in is a lane that, many members of the Seshew really should be in, and promoting, especially with the amount of information that we have amongst each other, and the things that we discuss that people don't get to hear about. And hopefully this is the start of many things to come, from not only Setel, but the rest of the members of the Seshew. We putting everybody on notice, Nah, man, but I gotta go back and rewatch the presentation again. It was it's not lengthy, it's digestible, and being it's your first one, man, it's always a good one, especially to go back and to catch those jewels, because you dropped them on us, bro. So I appreciate your energy, effort, and time that you invested into putting this information on the channel today.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that, bro.
Any questions in the chat for Setepenre for us before we jump up off here? We wanted to display our brother talent today. He'll be back to do many, like Sean said, many more. He got a few in his holster now, so be on the lookout. Like I said, the next couple of especially next month and a half, the next 2 months, you're going to see the Mossy. You're going to see Kofi Paisai TV. You may see me do something on the Mossy. You'll see Sean come back and do something on Kofi Paisai TV. Then you might see me do something on the Mossy, and I come back and do something on Kofi Paisai TV. You'll see Setepenre more on Kofi Paisai TV. Jehudi Bach Ma'at on Kofi Paisai TV. And hopefully a few other people that want to do something. Again, I want to showcase people that I respect and people that I know have talent, and their talent need to be showcased. So my platform is for, not like I said, for just my presentation, but for everywhere, not just for people up under the umbrella I'm on, for as the Masi Warrior Clan and the Seshew Medew group, but for anybody. But again, all pseudos stay away. Also, I got to get something else from Asar M. Akar. I need you back on here, brother Asar. I see peace to you, brother Asai. I need you back on here, Asai Car, man. I need you back on Kofi to do something, man. We did something. He actually been on here twice. He did something with my first show I did when I first started my YouTube channel. Him and Sean, we did something on the book. So we showed a lot of books that we feel like that need to be in
Hey, that was great. Don't forget, I was in that show too.
It's a temper rock. My first show ever, man. So I so forgot about that. So yeah, so hopefully I can. But he came back and did something with the cosmology. Me and Asar and Makar, we did something on the cosmology. So check that out. It's on here too. But on that, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, checking out my brother presentation. I hope y'all subscribed. Y'all hadn't subscribed. And hopefully to see y'all next Sunday at the same time at 6 p.m. Hopefully to see y'all before this show at 2 p.m. on the Massey Warrior Clan as I present my Caribbean presentation on the Massey, and then Sean's gonna come back that evening at 6 on the Kofi Paisai TV and present his information. And then I'll come back the next Sunday, and then Tashella, and then Satep, and then hopefully I can get Asai and Makar and Jehudi Ma'at. Jehudi Ma'at, I need you to do something on the show. So Jehudi Ma'at also gonna do something. I'm gonna go ahead and say he gonna do something.
Kofi, no, you ain't got to do all of that. He already got the presentation.
Oh, well, he need to come on.
He got it already. No, hey, look, I'm putting him on the spot. Yeah, he got the presentation already, man.
Well, come on. We waiting on you.
He got the slides. He got a short presentation that he just been hosting. And yeah, Jehudi, I'm talking to you. Come on, bro. You know, put us up on game.
Y'all talking about T'Challa or y'all talking about Jehudi?
T'Challa already gonna do something.
Y'all know Jehudi ain't new to this. He true to this, man. All y'all gotta do is go to his page.
Exactly.
Jehudi got a whole YouTube page, so you know that brother. He do this.
Yeah, I need him to bless Kofi Paisai TV.
Bless Kofi Paisai TV though.
Yeah, we just having fun. But again, man, appreciate y'all, man. I want to say Moriwi, I want to say Modupe, you know, that's appreciate and thank you, and Duau, which thank you very much for tuning in. I see y'all next week. Let me go back out. Let me share my screen one more time. Oh shoot. What did I just do? Okay.
Man in the full knowledge of himself is a superb and supreme picture of creation. When man becomes possessor of the knowledge of himself, he becomes master of his environment and captain of his own ship, the director of his own destiny, the accomplisher of his own ends. Man should understand himself because man is full of knowledge, and this knowledge is a gift of nature. When Mother Nature created man, she deprived him of nothing. He was given the faculty of understanding all things around him. This faculty for understanding has not been taken away from him. None of his senses have been taken away from him. So there is no excuse for the black man.
I'm bridging my team, red, black, and green, queens and kings, salute, now scream, I shake, bring forth another hit, I shake, I'm ripping my team, red, black, and green, queens and kings, salute, now scream, I shake, bring forth another hit, I shake,